Discover the best time of year to buy a house and maximize your savings. In this video, we're going to explore market trends, seasonal fluctuations, and other factors that are going to impact the housing market and your timing for when you should buy a house. Clients ask me all the time, when is the best time I should think about buying a house? When is the cheapest, one of the most options available? Overall, just when should I be buying a house or thinking about buying a house? So there's actually a lot that goes into answering that question. The first thing is sales price. So if you're looking to figure out when can I buy a home that's the cheapest in the general point of the year, that is absolutely going to be the winter months. So in the winter months, that's when you're able to buy similar types of homes for the lowest price per square foot available at any point in time in the year. That being said, that's also why when we're working with sellers, we're recommending that when you want to sell your house, we want to be preparing it in the late spring and actually listing it late spring to early summer, because that's when you're going to get the highest sales price for your home or the highest sales price per square foot. Right, so if you're thinking about buying, the ideal time to buy in terms of price is in the winter, and if you're thinking about selling, the ideal time to sell and you get the highest price per square foot is actually in the late spring around May, and then the summer months of June, July, and August. So then it seems kind of obvious, right? Okay, well, if I'm thinking about buying a home and I want to buy the cheapest time to buy a house in the winter, shouldn't I just be buying a home in the winter? Great question. No, not necessarily. And the reason is because while that's the cheapest time to buy a house in terms of price per square foot, there's also not really many options available, right? So if you're looking at this chart here, you're going to see that in the winter is when the inventory is also a lot lower. So while, yeah, if you happen to find a great home in the winter, that's the cheapest price per square foot, great, that's a home run. But in general, most people are actually looking to buy a home in the late spring, like May, June, July, August, and summer months, because that's when the most inventory is coming online. So that's when you're able to see the most options for your home buying journey. So you're able to see a ton of different options. And while you're going to pay a little bit more, it might be worth it because, again, buying a home is a major investment. You want to make sure that you're getting the right one, not necessarily the cheapest one. So there's also a ton of different factors that are going into the best time to make for when you want to buy a home as well, in addition to price of the homes available and also the number of homes available. There's also a lot of other things going on, such as how much money do you have saved? Do you want to save a little bit more? You want to make sure that you're ready for the amount of down payment that you're planning to put down. Another major factor as well is leases. Do you have a lease that goes through a certain point in time? While that's not necessarily a deal breaker, and we help people that are in leases and currently renting all of the time, it is definitely a consideration that you want to be thinking about. So these are the major factors that go into thinking about the timing of when to buy your home. A couple other things we may not have touched on yet are also what happens if you're moving to a new area for the first time. You don't necessarily have to be thinking about taking these different market dynamics into effect. It's more about when does your job start date happen, right? So if you're moving to the area, you're starting a new job, potentially relocating. We also help people do this all the time, so don't worry. We're here to help. Feel free to reach out, billy@digitalrealtyus.com, or feel free to leave a comment below in this video. I'm glad to help you. As you can see, there's a ton that goes into making this decision about when it's right for you to be thinking about buying a home. There's a ton of different things, whether it's market factors, interest rates, seasonality, and different purchase prices, different inventory levels for when homes are available. Feel free to reach out. We'd be glad to help answer any questions you have about when it makes the most sense for you in your particular situation. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more tips like this for your home buying.